Hey guys, let me know what you think by liking and commenting, and it really helps me and this channel out when you subscribe, so please click that button. Thanks a bunch.
Hey everyone, welcome to the second edition of Train Grabbag, and I don't know if you like it today, but let's say I've got a set. It's a lifelike set, and Susie Sheep is here to make sure we're doing our jobs. And this is a lifelike F40PH and Amtrak livery. Looks, if this is right, I don't know if this is the right box. Was this really $7 when it was first sold? I don't know. It looks like it's in great shape. Let's see if I can pull it out of here. Alright, make sure to get this out in a proper way so the package police don't come after me. Oh crap. Alright, I was afraid of that, but I guess I'd rather damage the packaging than the actual locomotive. It's just really in there. Okay. Well, you saw it here live. I'm not trying to hide anything. Okay, so... oh, it looks... traction time is going to be another one of those pancake motor ones. Boy, it looks barely used, if used at all. Let's just go ahead and put it on the track. Let's see. Not... well, it's kind of doing it. And again, doesn't sound great, but ooh. Okay, so it looks probably just like it needs some TLC, I guess. I think it's working. It just probably needs to be lubricated. Whoa. Okay, so it basically has two modes. Not moving and ludicrous speed. And that's kind of what we got to work with here. Looks like I didn't damage it, so goodness. I'm working in a tight space. Maybe this isn't the greatest idea. Okay, you know what? I just can't. It's hard for me to do this with the camera here. Wow. So let's see. It's got a... oh, it's actually got an open frame motor. Well, that's interesting. Oh, looks to be in pretty good shape. But it's a bit twitchy. Getting power. Okay, so just not sure. Light's not coming on, so can't quite be sure what's going on. Okay, so I'm not sure here. Let's see. Okay, well, to get a meter on it and see. It's only going to take in electricity from these front, so there's a good chance they're just not picking up very well. And well, let's see here, the motor. So it's interesting, open frame motor. Might be giving us some crap. So let me put it aside for a second and unbox the rest of this stuff. There are a lot of these, and I assume these are supposed to be lit on the inside. They are plastic, I guess. They're gonna light up. Are they lit? You know what? Why do I just get the feeling like my transformer isn't working all that great? It's just starting to make me believe. These are picked up, right? Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of. Okay, well, that's probably not helping, but let me see if my transformer's actually. If my transformer's actually okay. I got a different transformer that I know works. It's not very powerful, but it's very reliable. So. It is lighting up briefly, and I think the reason why is these pickups probably need to be cleaned, and that certainly doesn't help right there. These aren't really connecting very well anyway. These are pretty weak. So I think it actually is okay, and I've got a bunch of these. That's pretty interesting. This Vista Dome. This could be pretty neat when it's lit up. Let's see first if this has the same. Oh, these look like they've gotten relatively little use. They're just... Okay, so you can see that it does light up, but there's probably contact problems. Oh, I wish I could get it to light up. Just stay on. I think as they run through, they'll start to be pretty good. But that's neat anyway. Like I said, I'm not going to take the time to repair all of this right now. But there's a bunch of them. How many are there? There's two. There's another Vista Dome. There's this, which is just, well, the other one's a Super Dome, I guess. This is just a regular Vista Dome. Another one, the Silver Inn. Silver Towers. These are all domes. Okay. And then observation car. It'd be nice to get one of these that actually worked. Let's see here. It's lighting up. It's there. At least one of us. Kind of see this one. Okay. Okay. Well, it looks like they're just going to need some TLC. And like I said, I'm not going to do that here on camera necessarily. But it looks like I've got a viable set if I want to work with it. Let's see if this transformer helps any. It probably won't. The other one was probably fine, but Oh, yeah, this one does. And the other one was a pulse width modulation transformer. This was a straight DC transformer, so it may make a huge difference. It sounds a little rough. I can't tell if that's a cracked gear, if that's just what it sounds like. It's not derailed. Actually, it just sounds like that's what it sounds like. Okay, so it seems like it's running. It's just going to need some lubrication. Everything's just going to need some TLC here, that's all. So, oh, that's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Let's see what it looks like with the shell on. I think I'm going to keep this straight DC transformer here and not use the PWM one. I think that should help a little bit. Oh, that's really nice. I think that is good to go. So everything's going to need a little cleanup, a little bit of TLC, but that's fine. Don't mind doing it. It's actually not a bad looking set. It's obviously kind of hobbyist level, but it's not terrible. They look good, especially from 3 feet. All right, let's take these away. All right, next up is this. Is this an S-12? Is that what this is? It's Athearn, I think. I'm not too good with these switchers, but that's what it looks like we have here, right? As something like that. Looks like most everything is intact. This is just moved over one. Let's go in here. Okay. Well, let's just see what happens. I don't even know if these are supposed to have lights or what's happening. I just don't have a lot of switchers in my flotilla because I don't have a yard to work with, so. Well. Oh, whoops, sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, it's a little old, a little tired, but it's working. I don't know about, don't see a light. So I think we've got some contact issues. Oh yeah, no doubt about that. It's a little old, it's a little tired, looks like. Okay, well, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, it broke, cracked. Okay, I'm gonna have to find a replacement for that or repair it, which is definitely a little bit broke, but I'll deal with it. It definitely needs cleaning. But it's solid. It's an Athearn blue box, and you know they're still kind of tanks. Yeah, I don't have any of these, and I don't have hardly any Santa Fe locomotives except for one Fantasy E60 and a Blue Goose. So maybe I'll keep it because I don't have a lot of switchers. Yeah. Okay, next is I have several of these 040 switchers. These little tank engines, and all of them don't work. I don't know what it is, so I'm probably going to have to go through a tutorial, because I've got several that are already, I know, not working, and let's see if this one works. It's pretty nice, Baltimore and Ohio. There's a sticker on there. Some content. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's got a ton of use. Open frame motor. I don't think it's a particularly good candidate in this form for a DCC conversion, but it looks nice. I'm surprised there's so many stickers on here. Is this a sticker too? No, that's painted on there. Interesting. All right. And nothing. I don't even hear it trying. But this is the way every single one of these I have is like. They don't even try. So I will do a video where I've got another one of these that needs to be fixed, and I'll fix this one at the same time. They're exactly like I said. I've got a bunch of these, and they're all in the same position. They're all just non-working. You know, just my initial impression, since the light doesn't light up, at least I didn't see it light up, that we have contact issue. Certainly maybe that's the case here with, I don't even know if this front one is even, oh, it is touching, but, okay. Oh, well, plus the wheels are just rotating freely. That's kind of freely. It's not a super great sign. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to repair this one, and I've got another one. I've got several exactly like this, so I'll just do a video where I fix them all at the same time. How about that? But at least you got to take a look at it. It's pretty neat. I've got one tank locomotive working. And in fact, it's the first one I ever converted. It's the first thing I ever converted to DCC with bare wire, and that was a big mistake. It was a Bachmann, and it said DCC ready, but the pads were so small, I tore the whole thing apart. The pads were right in front of the front part of the boiler here, and it was really awful. So that's not the locomotive I should have worked on to begin with, but oddly it worked the very first time around. I was really surprised about that. So but this one, yeah, we'll see. All right, let's see the commutator there. It looks fair. It doesn't look horrible. So my guess right now is it's just not getting power, and we'll go from there. I'm not quite sure. You know, hopefully it'll help everyone if I do a review video of it. So take that away temporarily. Okay, so the next one, this should work. Maybe it's got bad gears though. It is a very nice Pennsylvania sea liner. Very nice. So this is going to be a lifelike, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a lifelike. I love working on these. They're usually, if there are any problems, like you cracked gears, simple things like that, but usually they still run. So let's see what I've got here. Okay. Don't have to break that one open. It's nice. It's very nice. No, it's the light, everything's fine. Well, thank goodness something worked today. I mean, something worked well on top of that. No, can't ask for more than that. Probably just give it some quick lubrication. It sounds like it's running well. Let's see, so it's a nice sea liner. Oh, very nice. Oh, looks like it's missing the front, I guess these little grab irons here. That's okay though, those are very easy to reproduce. Were they in the box? Oh wait, there's something. Oops, sorry about that. Keep moving this. This is harder than you might think. Okay. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, that is special. Everything is in here, it looks like. All the parts that go on here. That is keen. I really like seat liners. I don't have a lot of them, and I think I run one Proto seat liner. I think the other ones I have are those old AHMs or something, and they're not actually the correct size. They're slightly too short. Well, that's keen. Very nice. And you know, like I keep recommending to people if they kind of want to start working on locomotives, which ones, and I never have any problems recommending these Lifelikes Protos. They're so nice. They look like they were built to last. They are reasonably easy to work on and very detailed. I mean, it's certainly detailed enough for most people when they're starting out. Ooh, that's pretty. I like it. So that's going to become part of my fleet for sure. Really nice locomotive. Let's see, there's no interior details, but that's okay. I can fabricate one. So looks great. Like, up next is probably one of the most ubiquitous Burlington Northern locomotives. That is the F45 6615. I see this all the time. I think I picked this up. I think this one person gave me a lot of locomotives because they were getting out of it, and they were happy to have it go to someone who loved these things, particularly Burlington Northern. Oh, look at that. It's in really nice shape. It's Athearn blue box. I see the flywheels. It's motorized. Yeah, but he said some of them don't work. This is the first time I'm testing any of these, so. Okay, definitely nothing. Nothing. Let's take a look. I think Athearn did a nice job on these F45s. The only thing I noticed that's sort of unfortunate about them is because they have so much space in this body. The Athearn growl is even more well pronounced with these. So I think if there's any issue I have, and then that's it. Let's sort of pry this. Okay, that explains why that doesn't work. It's gutted. So I think I can fix this really quickly. Okay, these are the ones that are going to go up here. It looks like this was converted maybe to DCC at one time, but now it isn't. And then this will go on to, well, there's no frame. He didn't put any kind of, yeah, there's nowhere for me to really attach this, so I'm either going to have to attach it down there onto the truck, or I'm going to have to get something, like I'm going to have to drill a hole in, well, now you know what, he's got tape under there. What I'll do is, these are the screw-in kind too. I'll just lift this up, pull the tape, and then plop that back down on there, and that should be fine. And then as far as the headlight and tail lamp, make sure I got this the right way. I will just, I'll simply just solder in LEDs. That should be enough. I don't think I need to, I'm not going to worry about it too much if I run this DC. I'm not going to worry about protecting the LEDs. They should be able to handle the voltage, so. Okay, so, okay, there's everything. It just sort of, okay. So if we just take this tape, I should get a good contact for the conductor side. And don't even need this anymore, I don't think. Screw that back in here. Okay, so it looks like, this is kind of interesting. It looks like one wire goes from the front engineer side pickup to the back, and then this one will go up here. So let me do that and I will be right back. Okay, so this is not meant to be a good job at all. This is not even meant to resemble a good job. This is just designed to be a proof of life. Does this work? So I wired in those LEDs, and I'll do a better job later, but let's just see. Well, it sure looks, well, it looks like it's alive. It's very growly, very Athearn growly, but that's fine. Definitely got room for improvement, but let's see if, at least for now, if I want to run it and just have some F45 fun, I can do that. Yeah, well, not bad. Ooh, it's growly though. An old Athearn in these loose-fitting gears, which I do not love that. Okay. Let's make sure I can see the light. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, at least it works for now. I know it works, so that when I kind of go after it, it's a possible DCC conversion. It looks nice. I don't mind it. It's big old long couplers on it. One of these Bachmans. Well, it's not bad. Let's see, it's it. Yeah, you see so many of these for sale, these 6615s. I don't know if they've made them in Genesis or not. They probably have, but I don't know for sure. But there you have it. At least you saw it go from nothing to coming to life, even though I've got to redo a lot of this stuff. This is not acceptable if I'm going to use it, but at least I know it runs. So there you have it. All right, so these are the 5 that we went over today. It looks like they're all working except for this steam engine, and the Amtrak needs help, and so does the Athearn P12, I guess, or S-12, or whatever that is. So I'll leave you with that today. Continued happy model railroading, and I'll find some more locomotives to show you for the next edition of this. Take care.